Hello everyone, this will be the review of game Monster Train, and the key was provided by developer. This is a deck building roguelike, very similar to Slay the Spire, and it's very good. I played it for a long time, probably like 20 hours by now, and I really like it. I can already tell you I'm recommending this game. Very beautiful graphics, lots of synergies, 5 clans, so it's like 5 characters that you can play, and you can mix 2 of them, so that's probably like 20 combinations. Very good game. Only one problem, it's very hard if you wanna play on the real difficulty, which is called Covenant, that needs to be unlocked, and I'm going to show you. So let's look at settings. Settings are fine. We have sliders, we have languages, can change game speed, cut down on the graphics a bit. We can make the background static. I think it helps with the graphics. Overall, it runs very well. The only problem is that if you're running another game at the same time, this might very slow down. So if you just play this game, it's okay, but if you want to play it alt-tapped and play something else, for instance PUBG, then you probably will have problems. It's kinda slowing down, but normally it runs just fine. This is on lowest settings graphically and still very pretty. There is multiplayer, but they say you don't get experience or mastery, which I will tell you in a moment. So I don't really see any point of playing this unless there is some reward I don't know about. Well, if you don't um, if you don't get any progression, then it's kind of pointless. So I'm completely not interested. I'm interested in progression. There is progression, but it's the same way as Slay the Spire. You just unlock more cards. You don't really get anything else. Then let's go for run history. Let's see how many runs I have. If it shows, probably doesn't. Yeah. So I have all those runs, right? That's 15, 30, and yeah, 46 runs, and I always lost. I only won once with the normal difficulty. So 45 runs lost. That's how hard it is, at least for me. Single player. Okay, this is quite important in the logbook. So we have 5 clans. We can take one as main and other as support, and you can mix them all. So as you can see, there is a potential victory for each combination of clans. So you have to beat the game 20 times. It doesn't do anything, but it gets you the victory icon. Then you unlock cards for each clan. So I have cards for Awoken already maxed, but the rest isn't maxed, so I have to play everything else. Also clanless cards. Then we have this Covenant rank. Not sure what it gives you, but you are supposed to get golden cards when you win. And I was trying to do it. I did 45 runs, always lost, got no cards. So, well, I thought they are an upgrade, but they are just visual upgrade. But I can't show you because I didn't win any. I only won once with this Awoken Stygian or Stygian Awoken. Yeah, Awoken Stygian, because it's not the same. Stygian Awoken is different than Awoken Stygian. Right. So that's as much as the unlocks are concerned. Then we have the list of cards. Each card has also a description, which is quite nice. This whole piece of story, and it goes for every card. So there is tons and tons of cards for each clan. So well, you can just keep going, right, and you will go to next clan and next well type of character, sort of, because it's sort of like having a character in another game. Like in Slay the Spire, you have 3 characters. Here you have 5 clans. Then we have what? We have upgrades for our hero. There is one hero character that can be upgraded in different ways, so it kind of makes part of your build, part of your deck. Then we have artifacts, just like Slay the Spire, right? Some of them. I will show you in the run, so you'll see more. And that's leaderboards. I kind of don't care because I'm not into leaderboards, so whatever. Okay, so let's just start new run. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go for the whole run, probably not, because it's gonna take a while. Also, it's always 8 bosses, and then there is the ending. So you just go for 8 bosses, and you can have different bosses and specific level, but there is not that many bosses. So I would pretty much show you probably half the game if I showed you everything, because I think there's 2 bosses per level, per step. Maybe there's more, but I'm not entirely sure. So there's 8 bosses, then there's the ending. If you can beat all the bosses, then you beat the game as a specific setup. Yes, so we have clans. I'm gonna play with Hellhorn and maybe add the Melting Remnant as a support clan. I need it leveled, so why not? This is, as you can see, card mastery. Yes, special golden card frame. I got none of them, so I can show you because it's 0. Also, yeah, that's it. This feature, there's the Covenant. You can go normally, right? Disable, or yeah, it says increase challenge. That's not what I want, but I want master cards. I was constantly playing on this from the moment when I unlocked it, and no wins ever. So let's play with this setup. Yeah, now it should be fast. It kind of takes time if you load the first run, and then it loads faster. So we'll have the enemy at the end. You'll do some buffs and debuffs maybe. I'm not sure exactly what it means here. It's just the last boss that you will be facing. We also get additional cards. We get 5 cards at the beginning because this is the Covenant thing, and we just go with the train step by step. Maybe let's see those. Okay, so this is our clan, our Covenant, current ring. That's the last boss. It's on Ultra, right? So you can go from Limbo all the way. Yeah, 8 bosses. I think it's 8. It's one at the bottom, right? So 1 goes for this. Yeah, so 8 bosses, and then the ending. Right, so let's take the upgrade. I'm gonna take multi-strike, for instance. The characters are the squishy, but let's see. Okay, this could be useful. +3 power to specific type of cards. And that's the enemy, right? So we are fighting Disciple Protector, Disciple Foot Soldier, and this guy as a boss. There's always one boss, so that's the boss. And he will have minions. We can put this trial on, which would mean that we get additional unit. Actually, we can do it. Why not? And let me load. I'll show you how it works. Okay. So enemies will climb to the top, and when they reach our core, the pyre, they will attack it. And when they destroy it, we lose. So we are on the train, and they have to go through 3 levels, sort of, from bottom all the way upwards, and then they will try to destroy our heart, sort of, something like dungeon heart. So we have to block them somehow. I'm gonna send my soldier, my main hero, and give him some protection from the front. Let me also make this guy. He's temporary, he's gonna burn out in 2 turns. And let's just destroy the bowman and give the guy armor. Okay, so let's see. We are doing some damage, and yeah, they're getting armor, so we can't really kill them instantly. I'm gonna send this guy. Not sure what he does. He just does stealth. It's not useful really. I could ascend them, but I don't want to. I want to kill this guy because that means money for us. And here, I think I would just let them come all the way to the top. Or maybe I'm gonna prepare some guy here for combat. And let's give him armor as well. Let's see what happens. Okay, combat goes on. It's all on fastest because it really takes time if you go for so many runs. I was just trying to unlock everything. So let's fight him. Ah, not here. I wanted to fight this guy. Alright, he should be able to kill him. What else? That's just one. I can block the heroes. Sort of block, I mean give them protection. And also one more here maybe. And let's shoot the big guy. Alright. So we cleaned the one group. The other group is wounded. Probably won't be able to clean, so they will make it to the end. Right. So I'm gonna put here a soldier to sort of block them. I will also put armor on the guy here. Shoot this guy with some spells. Maybe we'll block this. Okay, so it tells us we'll take 58 HP from the boss. They will reach our heart, and we have to try to kill them before they completely destroy our hearts. Just wound them, then they will attack the heart will retaliate, so we should be able to do it, and we'll get the trial reward at the end. So maybe it's worth it, I guess it is. So they destroy the levels, it's just the end fight, and I can use this to not take damage to the heart. Maybe we'll also tank and do some damage, which is very low, but whatever. And so it goes. Right, not very good, but should be able to win. Right, so we clean again. I'm not willing to take 3 damage instantly. Armor to this guy, and let's do some damage. He's going to destroy us, of course. And that's the first difficulty. Probably it goes higher. I'm not sure what next difficulties do, but this first one makes the whole game harder. And we got the reward at the end. So we get money, we get 1 card. Let's take maybe Rage 3, what might be useful. That's the explosion. This is not bad actually. And 1 more additional. Okay, this guy is powerful. She's also powerful. She'll burn out, but she isn't bad. But he's better actually. Takes more space, but he's better. Kinda like this guy. Okay, so now we can go for spells or soldiers, and then we would get either an additional soldier or more money. I would actually go for money. I would try to upgrade the spell. Yes, big power, but we can only use it once. Let's take it. Powerful hit, and it's gonna cost 0. It's gonna be used completely for the run. I don't wanna use it actually, because if I reroll I will get more, but we might run out of money. Let's take more money, and let's go for another fight. And I think I might do 3 guys. That will be enough, I think. I don't want to spoil everything, and I think this is a bit repetitive. So just 3 fights, and then we're done. Okay, I'm gonna try to do it with the challenge. So I'm gonna show you 3 bosses, 3 levels, and then the rest is the mystery. Alright. I wanted to use this guy, but I don't have 4 embers. So I'm gonna use... I don't wanna use this guy, because he will just die. So I'm gonna put him at the top and block him with this guy. We just defend at the top. Right. They might lose some momentum. They will lose rage. Yes, and they're also hastened, which is bad. Yeah, I want this. I can now damage 1 guy. Anybody, doesn't matter. Okay, kill him. That would daze them. Right. No, we can daze 1 guy. So let's daze 1 guy. And send maybe 1 here. Let's see what happens. He's done for. We are fighting. Good. Clean them. There is 2 guys again. He will do damage, so we'll be killing him. Additional guy who's going to burn out anyway, so we can use him as a shield. And I will be adding maybe the stewards here. I could have used the last one actually at the bottom, but he could burn out as well. Right, so that's actually useful. Wait a minute. He will explode. Will also give 1 soldier and enrage them, and like this. Okay, so we'll actually do 63 points of damage to the guy. And we didn't even use our main hero, but he skipped 1 round, 1 level. I could actually ascend him. He's gonna take the damage twice from the core, and then he will normally fight the core. But it could be worth it. I think it is worth it. So let's do it. Let's kill this guy. It doesn't really matter. And I would just ascend him. He's gonna take damage twice. He's dazed, so 2 attacks, and then he's gonna attack, we retaliate. We can do it. Right, and we'll go for the third boss. As you can see, I already lost a lot of points to our heart. I was playing with challenge, but still, it's very quick. Well, almost loss, because we're kind of losing on the second level, and we have to do 8. Let's take Vent. He's useful, so let's take him. And that's some better guy. Oh, Alpha Fiend. I kind of like him. He can grow in power if he keeps attacking, so he's useful. So one last fight, and we'll be wrapping it up. So we have duplication of card and additional area here, or this is free artifact. I'm gonna take this pass. Free artifacts can be good. Enhance it. Not sure what it means. So when he dies, he's enhanced, but then I have to probably resummon him again. That would give us almost 3 units. That's useful. We can heal, and we can go for additional room. They are very different, those rooms, but now we have a choice. We can upgrade a unit with 15 HP. This is nice. And this is what? Plus 10 and Heartless. I couldn't heal them. This could allow us to heal when we kill with the Pyre. It's actually very useful. I usually take this one, but let's try this. Let's see how it goes. If everybody is +10 health. Probably not very good, but let's see. Alright, and we're gonna fight in Daedalus, the third boss. Could be somebody else, I think. I think there's 2 bosses per level, and I'm not entirely sure. Okay. Right, so he is going to make bombs. And that's quite nasty what he's doing there. It's 20 damage to us if I would put a demon there. I could actually. You know what? I can put the demon here. He's gonna take 20 damage, but he'll be there. And we can actually block like this. Also, I would go for... Well, he would take 10, but he would also do 10. And now I can use this guy behind, and I can even kill it. That's even better. So no damage. He's gonna get +3 to attack and will wound already the hero. And here the Molten Encasement will completely save our Demon Fiend from taking damage. Okay, so that's what happens. He got stealth, they couldn't attack. Nice. Alright. I have to wait because I know what cards I have. Right, I don't wanna... well, he would only take 9 damage, which isn't much. I can destroy the bomb. Could be useful. We'll use the explosion here. And I will also put this guy behind. So he might keep doing damage. And we can start building on the top. And also fortify our Fiend. Again, see what happens. Okay, we cleaned here everybody. Explosion didn't happen. It will happen eventually. Alright. If I can destroy this, I could wound the hero. And they are all free, and I don't need to use Tiresome Climb. So that's easy. We're gonna do this. And now I'm going to put this guy and those 2 at the top. So they will all do damage to the enemy boss. Alright, they're doing damage. Now we can clear the second guy, improve our demon. And the bottom is also holding. We still have our demon to fight the boss. Okay, I'm gonna again clear this. He would take 2 damage, that's almost nothing. Can I put one guy here? Yes, I can. And I can also fortify him. And that's it. Alright. They burned, but whatever. Okay, we are still holding. Sort of. It looks easy, sort of, because I am doing it, but, well, it gets much worse. I would probably lose the run as well. Yes, everything is free, so I'm gonna burn those guys. Alright. I'm hoping to do some damage to the enemy. Why not? Why not? All the damage would go on this guy. That's why. Alright. Well, I can, I guess, wait a minute. I can put another steward here and improve this with rage and do this. Alright, let's see. He's still tanking. It's quite good to get this Heartless ability, because they are still holding. Right, he's gonna take 3. Oh, nice. He's gonna take a lot of damage. Can I improve anything? Not really. I think we have full crew. I'm gonna use this. Won't change here. It doesn't change the outcome. I can do 4 damage and we'll lose the bottom. It will do a lot of damage. Yeah, I recommend to play on fast, because otherwise it's gonna take forever, especially if you're gonna go for many runs, and you will probably, because the game is very addictive, and you also need to grind all the cards, at least unlock all the cards before you play for real, which I'm still doing. Okay, so I'm gonna just, well, I can actually do nothing. I'm wasting time here because this is 1, but I can also play everything. It doesn't do anything, but you can. Alright, so what's gonna happen is they lose. Right, we won. We still have Wounded Heart, but I always talk hard about it because I think about Dungeon Heart from Dungeon Keeper, I think. Okay, so this is actually useful. 25 armor. Now we have Hard Decision. They're very good, really. He has 25 armor. He can harvest. Yeah, but I would have to kill people. Well, not very likely. I think this is better, because he has like 45 HP right from the get-go. He's better, I think. She has 50, but she can burn out. So that's not very good. She can just melt. We lose her. Right, now we have a choice. We can have 1 more card each round, 1 more ember, so 1 more mana to use, or 1 more space on the floor. I'm gonna take this, because I always wanna play the cards with 4. Make sure that I have at least 4 at the beginning. And I'm gonna clear it, but not go for the boss. So we have another choice. I can forge spells or forge units. I could heal, but this is useless. I don't like removing cards, really. I'm never good at trimming decks, so I like big decks, not small decks. And so I'm gonna do this. We have actually a lot of money, so we can give multi-strike to a useful enemy, and to a useful hero, like this guy. He's gonna hit for 80. And this can improve, let's say, Alpha Fiend, or maybe this guy. He's quite powerful when he's improved. Right, I'm gonna improve him. He's gonna hit for 40 with 2 targets. I can actually reroll now, and I'm gonna take Endless. Let's do Endless. Maybe this guy. Costs 0 and he can do 35 damage. He's not bad. Rage. Let's give him also Rage, maybe. Might be able to do some damage before he dies. And that's the last one. Yes, I'm gonna give him 6 at the beginning. He'll be just hitting harder. And what else? We take some money, right? So we are already at 175, and that's another unit. Now we can get the lady. Or, I mean, there are 2 ladies. Wait a minute. She has 3 burnout. She also gets 3 burnout. Huh. Friendly burnout units gets... Yeah, but I think it's on the floor. So she would be getting more burnout for the allied units, but I would have to put her first as a tank and other units behind her. I would take her because actually that's 15 more damage in the same round. I'm gonna do 1 more upgrade. Right, so I can go on with multi-strike and hit for 18, or I can add this, have armor, rage, and all that stuff. I'm gonna go with this, tank him a bit. And guys, we'll stop here. So that is Monster Train. The game is almost perfect, to be honest. It's very good game of this genre, of the Slay the Spire clones, the card-based roguelikes. I don't like the fact that Covenant does only visual changes. If this would actually give you some upgrades to the cards, it would be way better, because there would be really sense to keep playing and improve your cards, the power of the cards. But no, it only gives you the golden frame, and it's gonna be very hard, as I tried I couldn't beat Covenant at all. Maybe you can with specific cards. Maybe you have to have all the clans fully unlocked, get all the cards from all the clans, and maybe there is some sort of cookie cutter build. I don't know. But from my experience, it's very imbalanced. This is only level 1 difficulty, and I couldn't win ever. So that's a small gripe. Not sure if this is gonna change, but well, that's what it is. On normal, you can win. I proved it with at least one setup, and they weren't even maxed. So yes, on normal you can win. On Covenant, well, probably it's much harder. What else? Well, it could have slightly more in terms of permanent progression, because once you unlock everything, then it kind of makes sense to play on normal, win once with each clan combo, and that's it, I guess. Then you could only play Covenant for the visuals, but you wouldn't really get any more progression. So it's a very big grind towards unlocking all the cards. Then you go for your winning run, which doesn't really do anything. One of them does, because it gives you Covenant, but the other ones are just, well, probably achievement or nothing else. And then you can play endlessly this Covenant thing, but as I say, it's only visual. So I'm not sure what's the point. Also, I see absolutely no point in multiplayer, because you don't even master your cards or get experience, so it's kind of wasted opportunity there. However, just to unlock all the cards, just to play with every single clan, just to unlock all the clans, it's gonna take a long time. I probably have like 20 hours in this, and I don't even have all the clans unlocked. Then probably I would have to do more attempts at the Covenant, maybe beat it. Maybe let's see what's on the second level. I'm not sure if this is just more and more difficult, or is there any changes, because there's 25 levels of Covenant. Not sure what it gives. I would definitely want to see those cards at least once, but I'm not a big fan of just visual progression. I would much rather have some sort of laid back easy mode, so you can grind to the point where you can actually win. But no, you always have the same stuff. Once you unlocked all the cards, it's all RNG. Either you get a good deck, or you are unlucky, and well, basically you can lose the run quite easily, which is rather frustrating. But yeah, it's kind of the feature of all those games. They are usually very hard. I personally never won Slay the Spire. I did win some of the games of the genre, but not all of them. I actually played quite a few, and I kind of like them. I wasn't sure if I would like the card-based roguelikes, but after all, I do. I played like at least 5 of them, probably more, but I don't even remember. Like 5, maybe 8, pretty good ones. So some of them are actually quite playable, including this one. It's actually one of the best, and they can be satisfying. They also run usually quite well. Then they might have nice graphics, and there's lots of synergy in terms of cards. So it's all done really well. Graphically, it's beautiful. Very nice layout of the user interface. It's very clear. You can easily see what's going on. Also, settings are done well. It's quite clear to understand. Of course, it's very hard to master, but it's quite easy to understand how the game works, especially if you played previous games. I mean, not from this developer, but from the genre. Probably you heard about Slay the Spire, and if not, then well, this could just as well be your first card-based roguelike. If not, then well, it could be your second one or next one in collection. I would give it 8 out of 10. And a recommendation, both to fans of the genre and to people who never played anything like it, because it's a really nice game. I would even give it 9 if it had more progression, especially in terms of Covenant. If those golden cards were actually stronger, that would make much more sense. But as it is, I can only give it 8. It's very fun, very addictive, but also frustrating, and it kinda lacks permanent progression. I would like more. I am aware that Slay the Spire does it the same way. You just unlock all the cards and that's it. Then you have to struggle. But I would much rather have it as a roguelite, not a roguelike. It's just personal preference. But I like incremental progression in games, not just unlocking and then struggling. Because, well, if it's too hard, it's gonna be too hard forever. But if it allows you to change your power, to grind to the well, zone of comfort, that would be much better. But as it is, I give it 8 out of 10. recommendation, actually full recommendation. It's not even that expensive, so especially if you grab it on sale, you can grab it. Well, you can just say you can just take the game. I think it's worth it, especially in terms of gameplay time. It's gonna be 20, maybe 40 hours to unlock everything, and then even more struggling. So it's kind of worth the money, and I almost never say it. So in this case, it's actually a very nice game. So that was Monster Train, 8 out of 10, and I will see you guys in the next review.